Hello, greetings. This is the chat portion. So 12, and I'll go into meditation, and by then it should be on YouTube. So we're going live stream. So all right, blessings, and here we go. Greetings. This is Novak. Blessings, humans. Here I am with my good lucks. Greetings. It's good to be green, humans. One day you'll know what that feels like to be green. So, whenever you're ready, I'll be happy to connect.
Hey, Novak.
Greetings.
Okay, first up is Crystal Eve Snow. Thanks for coming in, by the way.
Thank you.
She asked, what is blocking my son Brandon's career success, and how can he remove the block?
Well, it's not necessarily a blockage. It just hasn't really connected to the right people. Expand out. Understand the economy isn't exactly the best, and people are not very trustworthy at this time because they're worried the economy is going to cloud, especially when your political climate is kind of toxic at this time. So basically, it's just to keep on getting out there. But yeah, he's in kind of a dry spell, it seems. It has a lot to do with self-clearing, meaning there's a part of him he's still trying to discover. I know it sounds kind of weird. He's on his own path. The reason he hasn't really found that career he's looking for something within himself. So this is a personal situation. And I haven't given me any information on what the deal is on all that. That is his discovery. So he will figure it out eventually. Just be himself, do what you feel. And there's the blockage is not really a blockage. It's a lesson he's learning. Blessings.
Crystal Eve also asks if there are any messages for her.
Well, understand your son all you can, but also remember in your astral state you'll see more. So if you want to know more, you can go into your astral state in meditation. Yeah, no, sometimes it's not for everybody, but you'd be surprised what you will see. But just ask your angels also for assistance. Ask for your son's situation. But basically, just give him guidance. He's going to figure out where he's going to go. But as for messages for you, I don't know why I'm seeing miniature golfer audio, but I'm seeing it. Well, go for it if that's your thing. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Zinyu Key. How do you tell the difference between passion, addiction, and programming?
Well, passion can be like addiction, and programming is like your news programming you. It's telling you all this. So, but passion, well, some get passionate about being programmed. So how do you decipher that is up to you. That one's kind of a hard, I don't know, you have to figure it out on your own kind of thing. It's for simple for others, and the others are just like, I don't know what the fuck, who cares. But for you, I wouldn't worry about it that much, but remember, passion is in everything that you do. Even if you're like passionately pissed off, you're going to be passionate about it, aren't you? Some are a little bit too passionate on that, but anyway, blessings.
Okay, second question. What is the nature of self-discipline? Is it suppression?
Self-discipline is not, well, it's direction. It's direction. That is not really, it's not suppress, it's direction. So where do you want to go? Like you see people that are driving themselves to make money, or some people driving themselves not to make money. It's direction. That's all. Persistence and direction. Blessings.
Okay, Stephen Davies says, I was meditating on my couch and my body felt like it was lifting off, and I was feeling loads of vibrations and pressure on my face. What was going on?
Who is the name of this again?
Stephen Davies.
You're having an astral state, but you're awake, I believe. So you're going into astral, basically. Your body is going into astral. Most likely this will happen more. You're going to more of a fourth density environment from what I'm seeing. So this is going to be a casual normalcy for you. Every once in a while, I do see you very connected to the sun. You can use the sun in your meditations. About your clear a lot of negativity from you, but also see how connected you truly are to the sun. I do see you living on the sun. I know humans are like, what? Well, in higher densities, it's normal. For you guys, it's just a big fireball. Blessings.
Okay, Stephen's second question. Are there any messages from my guides?
I don't know what this is about. They say the movies. Something's in the movies. It's a message to you. They're using movies to give you a message. So maybe you look at the new stuff that's coming out. There seems to be a message in one of these. I don't know what. It could be coming out or going to. They keep showing the movie. It's something new. And I believe it's also connected to your Palladian collective that you're connected to also. It's like a message to humanity. And if humanity is not going to understand it whatsoever. So it's also a tip into more of a positive direction. It does have aliens in it, just to give you an idea, hint, but not the creature from the Black Lagoon or whatever that's coming out. That has nothing to do with that. It's more positive than negative. Blessings.
Okay, Marianne A would like to know if there are any messages for her.
I don't know. I see a lot of chocolate around you. I could use some of that too. I'm not sure if that's. Sorry about that. 1 moment. You are connected to Mother Mary. I believe you had an incarnation with your twin sister of hers at one time. You're also connected to the Palladians. I believe you already kind of had an idea of that, where that is where you and Mary had a strong friendship in that incarnation. You were also twin souls with her. Many have had close connections with her. You connect to Mother Mary's energy will help you open up your psychic world. Meditate with her. She is with a lot of children at this time. She's protecting many of them. I imagine you can feel that also. There's much more to go on and on with this. Blessings.
Okay, Marianne's second question. As mentioned in an earlier channeling, I have had many lifetimes as an angel. Have I worked with archangels such as Archangel Michael?
Of course. Yes, you had like a brother incarnation with Mike. No, what's funny though? I believe you like his mother in different incarnations, getting him out of trouble. I see a lot of that. I see him connected to Arcturians also. You're getting him out of trouble there also. As Arcturian mother. He would not listen for anything. I see you like taking him by the ear. I know many Arcturians did not do that, but for you, you had no choice. He thought he was a little bit too powerful for his own good, and he kind of got in the way of everyone's energy. Meaning he duplicated himself many times to be around everybody. It was kind of intrusive on some people. He was learning his abilities, and you had to calm a lot of that down. Well, it sounds quite amusing. You can go on and on with that one. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Ra N. Do I have any connections to the Buddha or Buddhism? And if so, what are they?
With Buddhism, yes. With Buddha's energy, you caught on his energy through many incarnations, Asian incarnations, mostly Asian, of course. I believe recently it became more well known throughout your world culture, but I believe mostly your Asian, yeah. And Buddha was like a brother to you, but also a mentor, of course, throughout incarnations. Your connection to Buddha, there's they call themselves the Naga. You've had incarnations with them. They are the snake people. They call them, so they're reptilian pretty much, but they're snakes. He's had a lot of incarnations with them. This is where you've had a closer connection to Buddha. I believe, actually, strangely enough, I believe you have been a relative of his. I do see like a father figure to him as a Naga. But remember your warning from your son that is unlike any other son in that reality, of course. And the Naga energy is the dragon is very strong within the Asian, but also the snake energy is also blessings.
Okay, Ra's second question. I haven't been sleeping well the past week, and I would like to know what may be causing it.
I do see a lot of grays around you. It does seem like you're experimenting with them, you're getting to know them. They're short grays. They're not negative. You're just getting to know them. You're learning about different species, and I believe the grays they're going to be around for a while, from what I'm seeing. I also see a female around you that's crossed over a time ago, possibly a family member. It's not being very clear at this time. And you're connecting to an older female's energy. I believe it's a grandmother energy. And I don't believe she's keeping you up, but you're connecting to that energy. I believe this will calm down also during your weekend. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Moses. How can I benefit in my daily life of my special connection with the biblical Moses energy?
Meditate with Moses' energy. But also realize that Moses is connecting to an astral a lot, as he has been tested greatly, and so have you. So you are very close together at this time. Your energies you combined, and in astral it does seem like you have a daily conversation. I know daily sounds like a lot, but in astral you can do all kinds of stuff. But it does also seem like he's helping you in your work state at this time. Blessings.
Moses also asks if the biblical Moses has a message, an important message for him.
Yes. Yes, the hardship is there for a reason. You asked for it, but also to harness this hardship to help yourself grow. There's parts of your soul you have not experienced, and that is where this hardship, why it's in your life right now. To expand, but also to see more clearly when you go into a higher density. Right now, it's very difficult because you are carving yourself, your soul. You are building yourself in a new direction, and it's hard to see it. But you don't want to see it all. You want, as you're working, you don't want to fully see it. When you're building a maze, you don't see the full maze. And right now, many of you are doing this. You're opening up parts of yourself that have not. You're exploring yourself at this time. That's what these tests are here for. They're treasures. It's hard to see that in this reality. For Moses, remember, these are all treasures, and you can see from the dark side of it or the light. The light makes things much easier. Blessings.
Okay, Thomas Pedersen asks if there are any messages for him.
Oh yeah, Thomas. Yeah, I've been around him a lot recently. I think I've done a lot of fart magic around him anyway. There's a lot of AI beings around him recently, mostly in the gray form. Zeta Gray AI mechanical aliens have been around him a lot. You can call them whatever you want. AI aliens is fine, or whatever you want to call it. He's also been connecting to Yeshua's energies and Astral. And Yeshua does have a message, but this is something he can connect to. Because it's a personal connection. He can make it public if he wants to, but found out a good idea here. That's up to him. And just right now, general, just do what you feel, basically. That is the only message. Blessings.
Okay. He also says, when I was drawing today, I suddenly got very warm, like I was healed, and I felt lighter. Does the drawing illustrating have healing powers, or was this from another source?
Oh, yeah, the drawing, you're releasing a lot is what's happening. You're unaware of what you're releasing. I do see you releasing a lot of reptilian. Negative reptilian, I believe, from your mother, from what I'm seeing. Because she kind of like attached a lot of negativity to you, so now you're removing a lot of it. So it is helping. Blessings.
Okay. Carol McLaughlin asks if there are any messages for her.
One moment. Yeah, your guides are showing a reality. Of course, it's not very relevant to your world, but in some ways maybe. Of beings that can jump very high, like your Superman. You've been to worlds like this. I believe they're Palladian worlds. They're called hoppers. It's a light world. It's like bouncing. People are bouncing all over the place. But it's a serious world. It's not like everybody's like a cartoon. It's a very light world also. People can go through buildings, easily walk through them. It's like a bubble world in some cases. I believe you can pick up what I'm kind of giving you an idea. It's what the idea behind this world is it's a light body world that you've been involved with. I believe you're a part of the government of it. Of course, the government isn't like this place. It's very comforting. It's a place you go for vacation, like an Astral. They're not really giving me a name of the bubble reality, whatever you want to call it. It is a place that you go to for relaxation. I understand not everybody's jumping all over the place. They do at times. They don't do it all the time. But it is a place of high density energy. I believe it's 6 density energy. But they are very humanoid. Of course, there's many different species, but I believe only those species can do that. Other species can't do that. I believe, yeah, it's a humanoid race. Only humanoids can do it. So the reason they're telling you this, it just helps you. I imagine you can visualize it and give you more clarity. It's strange. Blessings.
Carol also asks if there are any messages for her son, James.
Yes, not take things too seriously. There is a female energy around him. He's sometimes being aggravated. I believe it's a relationship or something around that. So let those things go and just go with the flow. Some of these things are really holding on to him. In the past, seems to be holding on to him. Meditate on it if you're into those type of things. It does seem like a lot of female energy from the past kind of had their hooks into you to some degree. As for direction, I believe you have some idea on it, but they do say the past is kind of holding on to you. It's causing kind of aggravation. Blessings.
Okay, Gregory Savakul asks, what are the origins of the relationship with me and my best friend?
There's no name there, but that's all right.
Oh, I said Gregory Savakul? Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, the best friend.
He just says best friend. Yeah.
Let's see here. This is Reptilian. A lot of humanoid lifetimes as best friends. I do see Renaissance time period, English lifetimes, very simplistic lifetimes, like you're a baker, work for a baker, or something like that. Something very simplistic. I do see you in France also with this friend of yours also. You've had multiple lifetimes of just friends and very, I would not say the easiest lifetime, but kind of just low key lifetimes, nothing huge going on. But it's all good. You see a lot of friends around you and things of that sort. That's what I see. I know it's a kind of a general connection. Blessings.
Gregory also asks if anyone has messages for him.
Yes, you're connecting to the Palladians. They're assisting your chakra systems at this time. There's also many portals around you at this time that have been opening up. I do see a lot of Arcturian, Reptilian, some Zeta visitations. As they've been coming to you. It seems recently. You might not remember it, but over time you might. I don't think they let that be remembered. But you have been connecting them to a lot on this Earth plane, from what I'm seeing. And a lot of this gets blocked out, but they're warning from you at this time. They're like, you're the teacher and they're just the students. They follow you around and stuff like that. It's kind of funny, actually. But they're just, you ask them just to come along, and they've been around you for quite a long. So yes, it's a normal. It's like you're on a school field trip, basically. That sounds kind of funny. But you imagine if you meditate on this, you will start to see them. They'll pop in, they'll smile and say hi. They're kind of youngsters also. So, all right, blessings.
Okay, I'm jumping to another chat. Next up is Vasco B. Any messages for me?
Yeah, around your solar plexus, there has been some aggravation going on. I'm not sure if it's causing you stomach problems or some kind of. I just see some negativity around you recently. It could be a decision that's made or that had nothing to do with you, but still kind of bothered you, or some kind of politics or something that's bothered you. I do see a disruption in your solar plexus, nothing to worry about, but it does seem like there is some sort of movement there. As for, yeah, something's bothering you here. One moment. Well, I believe this also has to do with like the state of at least America, where it's going. It just might have a lot of Civil War connections from what I'm seeing, and some of these things in the politics are kind of hurtful because like this is not the kind of country we created. That's what I'm seeing. Blessings.
Okay, Pascal also asks what I'm up to in Astral. My girlfriend is going through some rough times, and can you send her an infusion of some sort for assistance?
Yeah, so send her a Palladian infusion. One moment. I guess that kind of answers the first question because there was something going on there. One moment. And Astral, she's having hard times. And Astral also, it does seem like a male energy that's around her that's kind of forcing her to think a certain way. This is an alien being. I believe it's a Palladian, someone she known in another lifetime. They're just having their stuff going on. Nothing, no big deal. It is causing her not to think clearly in this reality from what I'm seeing. It's causing some mischief in this reality. But Astral, it's quite active. I believe it'll calm down eventually. You can say it's kind of like a stalker energy in Astral that's kind of bothering her, but nothing to worry about. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Angie S. Do I have any living aspects of myself on Earth currently at this?
I'm not seeing it. I do see. Well, there's other Earths, yes, and other parallel realities, yes. But in this one, I do see more Palladian and Arcturian energies from you, as for aliens. As for other aspects, they are here right now. Blessings.
Second question for Angie. Do my guides have any messages for me?
Yes, let's see here. Yeah, they say your connection with your guides is still kind of mute at this time. It's getting a little bit better, but still causing. There's a lot of astral interference, seems to be, because you have guides that you've had connections with, and other realities are kind of causing some communication difficulties. This doesn't happen very often, but seems to be happening. As for what you can do, you can just do a meditation, ask that to be cleared out. But it does seem like some guides, they feel like they had unfinished business with you. I mean, they didn't guide you as good as they thought they could have. So they kind of, I wouldn't say they totally failed, but it could have been better. So that's, you don't see this very often. But it does seem like that energy fields around you, you can send it light. To remove that, it depends on how your meditation state is. I believe that will come through. Well, sending healing, but yes, as for your connection to your guides, that will take some time. But you're getting better. I see. Little by little. Blessings.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just having issues with chat room one.
Oh, that's
just 1 second.
Yes.
I'm going to jump to this one. We'll go to Symmetry's question. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, it does seem like your third eye is opening up ever so slightly. But it's weird. I see a raccoon being around you. A raccoon alien around you, and yes, I wouldn't say. Well, yeah, there's a movie about one now, isn't there? But there's also a raccoon alien around you, also. I believe some of this kind of gave you a memory trip in some cases, but it is around you. I would call him George. He's quite humorous, and he's watching over you right now. I know it sounds kind of funny, but anyways, God blessings.
Okay, Symmetry's second question. When will I start healing my past lives?
Oh, you're doing it right now. You're healing a lot of Anunnaki right now, and those are kind of intense. You will start feeling better, but you're still, you're kind of in the groggy part of it right now because it's a lot of stuff. So I just see mostly Anunnaki are clearing right now. There's a lot of stuff like Days of Our Lives, like on crack. I believe you can kind of feel on that because when you had that lifetime, you just went for it. So it's going to take a while to clear a lot because there's a lot of stuff that was exactly pleasant. So blessings.
Okay, I'm just going to jump to mine. So I'm Stacy. So I had a dream last night that I was coming out of my local grocery store, and I looked up, and when I looked up, I saw it looked like a ship that stopped directly in front of the sun, and it either reflected light, or a light turned on, like it got really bright. It got a lot of people's attention. And I didn't know if what it was doing was like powering up or if it parked there to reflect direct sunlight to get people's attention. Regardless, I was just wondering what that was about.
Yeah, that was to get attention, and it just means that also, but you're part of the ship also, sharing your light. More you might realize, because you are on these ships that do this. Of course, they're not seen. Eventually, they will be, and you're basically kind of like, you can say, seeing a future timeline on your planet. But you're leading up to that lifetime, so you're like building that lifetime to that. So that is what I'm seeing. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was totally calm. I wasn't freaking out at all. It's good. Okay, then just any messages for my highest good right now, and I'll just keep it open from whoever.
Well, yes. Let's see here. Message from the Galactic Federation of Light. You are. Interesting enough, they show you as actually a powerful insectoid. That sounds kind of weird. But one that looks diamond-like. They're not saying which one. I believe Mantis is one. You have different aspects, but Mantis is actually the stronger of a lot of insectoids. There's aliens, but they show you getting things done and just assisting with the insectoid beings. Also, remember, this is a higher dimensional insectoid that sees all, knows all, and they're sending their insectoid people or insectoid beings here to reincarnate, and they show you very much involved with. So they're giving you kind of a higher expect. I know you probably were not expecting an insectoid incarnation, but it is one that you have that is very, very powerful, very ancient, and it's just been around for so long. It came from Orion, and it's very just very loving, of course. And like that ship that you saw is very much involved with that. But humans aren't really ready to see them, of course, because it's an insectoid. It's like, what is that? So there's much more to this, but it has to do lots to do with the healing of the earth. But this insectoid that you're playing a huge role here. Imagine if you meditate on it, you start seeing it clearly.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. And I can tap into those. So if I've had that lifetime, I can tap into those energies and experiences. Like if I've done it before, I can do it now.
Exactly.
I'm trying to realize that and learn that. If I've done it in another life, I should be able to do it here.
Yes, it's like a Queen Elizabeth, but better looking.
All right. I'm still having issues. I don't know if you can assist with the connection with chat room 1.1.
We're sending our energies, but if not, I could probably connect to it on another day.
Yeah. I'm trying to also see if I can do it from the newest to get the recent ones in the front page, but sorry everyone in chat room 1. I'm doing my best. Let's do it this way. Do you have any messages for the collective? Other than be green? Anything else for the summer?
Yeah, don't take things too seriously. Right now, a lot of humans are at each other's throats because of the politics, but other than that, most people are mellowing out, which is good. More of that will happen. More people will connect. More drug takers, of course, with the marijuana, most likely see the aliens first. We see their third eye, but also see a lot of other things that might freak them out. They already know that. But a lot of people are more mellowing out. You'd be surprised. They are disconnecting from your society news channels, which is good. The less they know, the better. They know that. But more will come to their mellowness. They'll get more answers about themselves. A lot of them are galactically already aware not to connect to the mind controls of this world. They know. They just doesn't know where to go from there, though, from what I'm seeing.
So countries that legalize marijuana, say, for example, like, so Canada is legalizing marijuana.
Yes.
So in that sense, with some people who are going to be smoking it, that would cause them to mellow out a little bit, which would then cause their vibration to lift in a way.
Yes, it depends. It can sometimes lower it, but most likely, of course, the thinking doesn't always last very long. It goes very ADD. But yes, most likely they'll mellow out their issues, internal issues. Yes, depends on the person, of course.
Okay, Novak. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to get this to go, so I'm not sure what you would like to do.
Well, I will leave and see if I can do anything about it. Blessings. Really having technical issues. Chat. All right, 1 second. All right, I'll be back. I'm not sure. I can't get in either. I can't do anything with it. I don't know if the whole thing is fried or what. All right, give me a couple more minutes. There's probably it's not gonna work. It's who knows. Anyway, that's not gonna happen. So, oh well, sorry everybody. They'll just have to be Monday. Who knows if I'll be able to ever get up to work. I can't even get into it. So all right. Yeah, it's fried. Okay, all right. We're just gonna shut her down, and sorry about that. We'll just do it some other time. So it's just chat room 1.1. So I don't know if it's gonna work ever. So all right. Blessings all, and have a great weekend.